So I have been finding that a lot of people have been struggling in War of the Realm, mainly basic fighter in general, especially with my friends. That what I found is that they usually struggle in dogfights because they only know how to orient the plane in one direction, not to be like that instead of having a battle or so. Usually they would end up getting shot at. So the purpose of this video is to provide somewhat of a tutorial in terms of dogfighting. I will show you honestly the 5 main maneuvers that I learned while I have played War of the starting my flying career in a sense. The 5 most basic maneuvers that I have learned that can save my life. Start with the most basic scenario. Start of the battle, you're going head on with an enemy. You're on a Japanese plane or a French fragile. You're going head on. Let's say for example the enemy is going wrong. You're gonna pop around. And then you're gonna wanna click S and A or D to dodge. That is how you dodge. Use your mouse to look around. And then eventually get behind the enemy. That's the theory behind it. That's what I mostly do on heroes and 76s and 7M1. Especially if I'm going head on with, say, a 347 at some point. I always go for a short burst. I always go like this. Go low. Always try to keep showing my side like this to them. If I show my top, that's an easier hit for them, but they have to wait to show that. The second one, also another one for head-on, is somewhat of a split as downwards. So that you get the enemy, you get to the tail of the enemy once they pass. Now this only works if you're fighting something that can turn as well. For example, you're going to be fighting a 57, a 58, trying to head on. You're going to want to go A or D, left or right, and just go straight down. You're going to be trying to offer, again, the side so that they don't hit you. Once they pass, you're going to be able to go right here, pop it, jump off, pull away. You always want to be pulling away. But right after that 357 will always be able to control you, Now, the third thing I have learned in BFM and the dogfight in general that most new players tend to not do is that the new players tend to turn with their mind. They turn like that, very predictable. And they can't look around. But what you should do, if you want to improve your flying, is you would hold down S. Click A and B when needed, sometimes even the tail, percent harder target to hit. And you always want to be looking around with your mouse. But even if you're in a dogfight and it's been coming too long, there's always other players that are gonna try to hit you. They will always try to come down on you. So you always want to be moving around like this. When you have the enemy on when you kill the enemy, then you switch to mousing to actually hit them. Then that's when you actually hit them. But every time you do kill them, you wanna pull away. Like so. You always wanna pull away to all opposite directions. Now that's just something I really like to do in the Japanese aircraft because these things are very fragile. If you do not use their turning capability, they are a good power to weight ratio in a turn, you will die. When turning like that, turning downwards like that, chances you get more speed and a tighter turn. You evade your enemy easier. And when you're turning, yes, you always want to be presenting the smallest target. So sometimes I use my rudder like so. That's going to be clicking E, S, and A. As such, and I adjust accordingly. Some of the enemies right there. I'm gonna be using a turn like this. Keep on top of them. You might have the energy advantage. As such, and when I know I can kill them, flaps on, clarify the turn, then pop up the shot, and then break off. And so, always look around. Now, the fourth thing that I learned while playing War Thunder is that you need to climb as high as you can, and that in a dogfight at high altitude, you always want to keep above the enemy. Keep conserving your energy. You don't need to turn with the enemy if he's slower than you and you're gradually gaining on him. For example, if a dude's down low right there, and I'm higher than him, I'm gonna be turning like this, maintaining my altitude as such. In this scenario, you do not want to only be flat, especially in Japanese aircraft, especially in American and German aircraft, because compared to Japanese aircraft, they lose energy far easier. But the main thing is, you always want to keep your energy at such a fight. You always want to keep your advantage at such a fight. And when the moment is right, flaps, pop them. Once you are comfortable with this, pull away. Always pull away up, converting the speed you had into altitude. As such, the enemy may not be able to attack you. And the last thing is, always be turning. In a Japanese plane, you need to turn to survive. For example, if you think that if you're trying to, three enemies are on your tail, and you're right behind the tail, as much as you're tempted to go and reverse the turn like this, do not do that. You will die. Because in general, American and German planes will always have the role of that as well. So if you have the turn, you have the turn advantage, don't reverse it. What I usually do is, for example, when there's an enemy here, no one's gonna keep up on him on a normal turn. You're gonna be looking up, for example, but if they die down, you're gonna do something like this. Not reversing the turn completely, changing the orientation of my turn. I can afford to do that because my turn is far here. I for flats and rudder, I can change my orientation far faster. Just to only do so when avoiding shots, and always look around with the mouse. Just hold the keyboard. As such, once you get a target position, pop them, keep turning. This time, try to still have altitude, try to do the turn like that. Convert the altitude into turn. For example, like you're going straight like this. The enemy is right behind you. If you can, and you can afford to do so, especially enough people with 3 people with 4 and a 0, you can afford to do this bullshit. You can afford to do this. You can afford to do that. And usually if the enemy follows up on you, they will crash into the ground. Just because of your turn rate, you can afford to do so. And if your enemy is foolish enough, they will die. Well, those are the 5 things that I really learned in a dogfight. But just employing those 5 things mindlessly, employing them at the wrong occasion, would get you killed. You know, you should take account the situation you are in as of now, as to how you should act. You shouldn't be, wasting energy turning when an enemy is right above you and you know you can catch it. Or you can stay low to the ground and start a match. You should always fly, especially in aircraft like the A4, the A7M1, A7M2, A6750. They are great climbers. They can do really well at high altitude. That's also one of the main things that really make Japanese teams lose against Americans. That we have the climbers advantage, but we're not using it because we're just too damn confident in our turn rate. Turn rate doesn't matter if the enemy is always above you, if they have environmental energy. Again, a P-47 keeps up with a zero if it's going into vertical. One of the weaknesses of these beasts are the vertical. They don't pitch up as well. You can see, it takes quite a long time, almost stalling. There you go. You honestly do not want to get into a vertical in a Japanese plane. Unless you have the speed and height advantage. In which case, you will win against them. They will be slower than you. But the most ideal fighting method is again a split S, a downward turn, or going a barrel roll and such a thing. Try to slow down your speed but don't go too fast. Always change your direction. Like such. Bring them low if you can't fight up high. And then get behind them by your skill maneuverability. Like that. Now, I will be uploading some tutorial with actual combat footage of all the things. Just need to actually get some combat footage by making some things. Maybe even some PvP1s or a BS1 from the local 90, but in general, all you need to know in terms of dogfighting is just hold down the keys, use the mouse. Use the mouse to navigate, to look around. And keep your vision peeled. Keep your eyes peeled all the time. Always know what's happening in your surroundings. And in which case, you will be a successful fighter. At least defensively. That's it, folks. See you tomorrow.